Red Sox fans have longed to hear it. The Boston Red Sox are world champions. Game over, series over, and the Red Sox are world champs again. And so are these fans. It hasn't happened at Fenway Park for 95 years. The Red Sox are world champions. Boston organization has been well run for a long time now. From the top on down, here comes a 1-2 pitch. Red Sox win the World Series. 5-1 the final tonight. And the best team in baseball wins it all in 2018.
The Red Sox have won the World Championship. The Boston Red Sox beat the Los Angeles Dodgers 5-1. They win the World Series 4-1. And the Red Sox become the first team in the 21st century with 4 World Championships. Can you believe it?
I love you.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Pesky Podcast. I am the Ritt. With me is my co-host, my man DC. And with us today is the almost matching Pesky Party Girls.
I ruined it, guys. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Hey, I already told Ritt I need another color.
I like your shirt. I like that shirt you're wearing. That's a good shirt.
That's a great shirt. Yes.
That is a wonderful shirt.
Man, well, I sit there and I thought about the episode name, and I'm going through 2 different ones. One could be not holding back AC, and our next, or we can go stick a fork in us. We're done.
Oh my God.
So,
and we might be, guys. I mean, I hate to be. No, we're not done. We're not done. I can't think that way.
We got an easy schedule coming up, so we got to take advantage of those games.
I know, but the thing
we're
is
on the
that
fringe.
It's hard because you're right. We have an easy schedule coming up, and I don't want to say we're done because I stay positive. But the thing is, if the teams that we need to lose, they also keep winning, you never gain ground. You know, the times that we needed to gain ground, we don't do it. And I hate, like, we could go on a run and win 6 in a row, but if the Blue Jays, the Astros, the Yuckies, and all of them are going on a run and winning too, we don't catch up. It's like when we needed to gain ground, we didn't do it. Oh, I love the baby. But and I'm not saying it's not over, but I'm just, because I don't think it is. I think we're still okay, but I'm just saying, like, it hurts because, yes, we have an easy schedule, but, you know, if they don't lose, I hate having to bank on other teams losing for us to catch up.
Exactly.
It's like,
that's what we were talking about last week.
Yeah,
exactly. So it's like, if we would have just beat, you know, the Reds, if we would have beat the Oakland A's in Oakland, if we would have beat the Rock, like, lost those games, we wouldn't be in this position when we played those easy teams. Now we got a bank that we win this next easy schedule, and that the other teams that are in front of us lose. And so it's just sucks because we could have gained a lot of ground if we would have just taken the series from Toronto. It would have been nice to sweep them, but to at least take the series would have been great. And now we can't even do that. We can win tomorrow, but we're still not taking the series. And that's like, it's deflating. It's like, we need to gain some ground, guys.
And
No matter what, we lost
about,
one game, even if we win tomorrow.
yeah.
We've lost
and it's
the series,
not only
you know?
about easy teams coming up. I mean, we've had so many easy teams coming up, and we have blown the game.
And then we lose to them.
Yes, and we lost. And the hard teams that we were supposed to lose, we beat. You know, the Yankees, the Braves, we beat those. But it's these little small teams that we're not losing. So now we're more behind. And every time we lose, just thinking about the wild card, it just seems like it just keeps getting further and further away. And I mean, just looking at the introduction just reminds me of how great of a team we had before, and coming down to now. It's just error after error. I mean, Devers today had a bunch of errors. I don't know what was going on with that.
I don't know what's going on.
The good thing, you know, he did his home run, which he was due for a home run. I mean, guys, come on, he's been on a slump. But I mean, after that, it's just as positive as I want to stay. I'm going to stay positive, but we also got to be realistic. And if we don't win the next couple of games, we are going to be kissing that wild card goodbye.
Goodbye.
So,
No, I agree.
Yeah. And we leave too
Our
many
backs
runners.
against the wall for sure.
We leave too many runners stranded. Like, gosh, Lee, you know, we'll get a runner on with no outs, and then that's it. We get 3 outs after that. It's like, you know, Massa gets on with no outs and you leave him stranded. So-and-so gets on no outs and leave him stranded. And then it's like, I'm not going to lie. I know Devers is not fast. But when, I think it was Duvall, right? When he hit that shot to the corner, I was screaming, go, Carita, go. And they stopped him. It was 2 outs. And then Rough Snyder came and got out. I was like, just send him. I mean, it's got to be a perfect throw at home. I don't even give a shit. Just send him. Like, to me, he should have just been running the whole way because it's 2 outs. Maybe they get him at home. And yes, we would have been mad. Like, oh, why'd you go? But it has to be the perfect throw to get him at home because they don't expect him going. But if he does, if they don't get him, that ties the game. Because yes, after that, we had 2 runners on, 1 in second, 1 on third, but with 2 outs. So in my mind, I'm not going to lie. Part of me was thinking like, they're going to stay stranded, aren't they? And then I was thinking, no.
Gary Field have a good arm?
Exactly. So, because, on 2 outs, you're running on anything, right? I mean, that's baseball. It's 2 outs. You're running on anything. So when he hit that, I'm like screaming, go. And then when Feblis held him up, I'm like, why? Send him.
Get it together.
Like, send him. We have a chance to tie this game. That would have made it 4-4. And then I'm yelling at Feblis because I'm like, you don't send them when you should. You send them when you shouldn't. You call home runs when you shouldn't. So I'm like, what the hell are you doing, Feblis? I need you. Like, I'm fed up with Feblis today. I'm like, I'm just.
Yeah, he's made mistakes like that before.
Yeah, when he sent Duran that one time.
Going back to Christina, when you sit there and said about sending Devers, they didn't send them, and Casas was up,
and they pinch run him,
and they pinch
hit him. I mean,
Now let's go around. DC, do you think they made the right call there? Lefty on the mound, Rep Snyder, is coming in, but you have Casas on. Let's do up.
I personally didn't agree with it. I think Casas is one of our hottest hitters, in the recent past, and not only do you take him out of that spot, I understand the matchup lefty on lefty, but you lose that bat the rest of the game. You know what I mean? There could have been a key at bat later on in the game that he could have, changed the outcome. So overall, I didn't agree with it. I thought it was kind of dumb, but I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm here in my living room and I'm not in Boston. I thought it was a bad choice.
And you're not a manager? Yeah. It's easy for us.
I didn't think it was the best decision.
Melissa, what about you?
I agree. I didn't like it.
Christina, go.
I agree because, like he said, I get the matchup lefty on lefty. I get that Rough Snyder's a lefty killer. But, it's a 50-50 shot. He's either going to hit the ball or he's not. Because, I mean, it's, he's either going to make the guy score or not. He's going to bring Devers in or not. But like DC said, if he does it, great. If he doesn't, though, now Casas is out the rest of the game. And who knows? Like, he could have come up at another crucial point in the game. If you're going to...
Oh, no, she's back.
We're glitching, guys.
We're glitching. That's crazy.
Musical chairs.
Woo! We switched it. Okay. So, in my opinion, just let Casas back there because, maybe he brings him in and he stays in our lineup. But I get what like DC said, the lefty on lefty. They say Rough Snyder's a lefty killer, which he normally is. Mm-hmm. But to me, it's 2 outs. That's the tying run on third base. Casas has been amazing. To me, Casas is going to be more clutch in that situation because I just, for some reason, feel like Casas is going to be more like, I got to get this done, And so, I don't know. I would have left him in. I would not have pinch hit for him at that point. But like I said, I'm like DC. That's why I'm here and I'm not a manager for the Red Sox. So I'm just a school teacher.
Maybe we should be though.
Maybe we should be. Give us a day, right? Manager for the day. Let's just give us a shot.
Maybe we'll make something happen because I definitely did not agree either. I mean, at this point, this is where we are. But we've made so many bad calls that to me that wasn't even a surprise. I was like, of course they would make some dumb call like that. And it's just sad that you're already sitting there, knowing that they're gonna do something wrong, and they did. And I mean, in the ninth inning, and this might have just been me, when McGuire did get on, were you all thinking that they should have pinch ran for him? Because he's not very fast. But I was thinking, who do we have to pinch run for him? I was trying to figure out.
Verdugo's the only one they had left.
Yeah. Well, I would have fucking put Verdugo in a pinch run for McGuire, and I guarantee you Verdugo would not have made that mistake. I guarantee you, he would not have made that mistake. He would not have.
No, he
because
wouldn't.
McGuire's not fast. Let's be real. McGuire's not fast. Wong for a catcher is fast. McGuire is not. Right? I mean, we know that. So when McGuire got the hit, it's just like if if it would have been JT who got the hit in that inning, you would normally put a pinch runner for someone like that because it's the end of the game, right? I mean, you're trying to score just to keep it going. So when McGuire got on, I was like, yes, thank you, McGuire, for getting hit. And then I was like, we're not pinch running? Like, do we not have anybody? And I was thinking, who do we have? And then I was thinking, well, maybe we don't. But I'm thinking,
we don't have anybody.
You gotta, yeah, I know. But see, if they wouldn't have pinch hit for Casas, they would have had Russ Snyder to pinch run for McGuire, right?
Exactly. But, well, not only that, if they didn't pinch hit Russ Snyder for Casas, you could also had Reyes there. But Reyes had that play.
Yeah, that amazing play.
That I went and quoted, call the cops. Reyes
that was
just
crazy.
robbed you.
That was a great
Oh my God.
Like
Superman.
Yes.
Superman. That's what Obi said. Superman.
I literally text my husband because we've been like talking like, who do you think is gonna go when Trevor comes? Chang or Reyes? And I literally text him, goodbye, Chang, because Reyes is staying because he does those plays like that. Let's be real, he's done plays like that before he got hurt. He has come clutch, right? And I'm like, if I had to choose, don't get me wrong, I love you, Chang, I do. But if I had to pick between him and Reyes to me has done more defensively when he had to, because the times that even before he got hurt. So, because when Story comes up, one of them has to go down.
Yeah, one will.
It's over. It's over.
Exactly.
And it's gonna be Yu Chang. I don't think it's gonna be Reyes. There's no way. Not after this play. And Yu Chang has not been great. Even offensively, just really have not seen enough from him. So I'm okay if he goes. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Story is coming back. I wish Story would have come back. Would he have?
Story should have been here this series. We might have fucking won.
I just don't understand why he didn't come back. I know it's because he needed some more time there. But sir, you are hitting bombs in Wu Sox. So what's the difference of you hitting bombs over there and then coming to hit bombs for us? So why did they not bring him back? That was the ideal. That was what it was said. He was coming back for the series for the Blue Jays. We're like, okay, we got this. And now he's not. So he comes back Monday, so they say. So, I mean, I'm not sure.
But yeah.
I sit there and love Papelbon. Pretty much, Papelbon called him out.
He sure did.
He
goes, Papelbon was a little tough today on a lot of people. Like,
yeah,
good. He needs to be. He did call him out. He's like, soreness? Oh, wow, you have soreness? I've had soreness. And he's like, what's the difference? And then he said exactly what we said the other day. He's like, is he not playing every day for AAA? And they said yes. So if you can play there, why can't you play here? I mean, it's the same thing. You're going all out. You're diving for balls. You're hitting. You're running bases. What's the difference if you're doing it there or doing it here? Like,
is it a confidence thing? Is it like, okay, oh my God, pressure now? I'm right there at Fenway. That has to be like, there's no other explanation. But you are doing so good. This is what happens when you're injured. You come back, you're on rehab, you play for the Wu Sox. Okay, but you have been hitting bombs almost every freaking game. Like, you got this. So you know the dream is that you know that we're struggling. So why be so selfish and hey, I want extra days against the Blue Jays, Lord.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's almost like the Wu Sox want to keep him down there to kind of help secure the division lead they have down there, because why else would you sit there and have him stay down there?
Exactly.
But
we need him.
Yeah.
We do need him right now. Melissa, who do you think when Story comes back, is it going to be Chang or Reyes that's on the hot seat?
I originally said Chang, but then he jumped up and caught that ball at first. I was like, dang, okay. He might, but it's probably, they're going to send away. It's going to be Chang. He's going to be gone. That's what I think. But he did impress me with that jump, catch the wild throw that Devers threw to first.
Yeah.
I mean, when he jumped up, I was like, whoa. Yeah, and he landed on the back. Like, so that was impressive to me. So, but they both had, I mean, I guess it wasn't as impressive that Superman fly. I don't know. Yeah. I'm going to say, like, here's what I'm saying. Last time we played the Blue Jays, we had Arroyo and we won. So I'm just saying, like, we should have just kept Arroyo. That's my opinion.
Yeah, but even Reyes, before he got hurt, he had some really good defensive plays. Let's be real, he really did. Like there was times you're like, put him, because that's when we had him or Kike. Remember, we're like, no, don't put Kike in, put Reyes in, because I mean, he had some amazing defensive plays. Like today's play was great, but he's done that before. I mean, he's done great defensive plays, and of course, then he got hurt. But he got hurt. He came back, and he's still doing amazing defensive plays. Like Chang was doing great before he got hurt, but he still hasn't found it since he's been back. And Reyes is like just came right back, like didn't skip a beat. And as far as defense goes, Reyes to me is just, I can't say nothing about hitting because that's who they pitch hit for him with McGuire today. So we didn't get to see him bat. But as far as his defense goes, to me, he's a better defensive player than Chang.
DC, what about you, Chang or Reyes?
I think Reyes stays. I mean, the defense is pretty similar. Yu Chang's pretty awesome in the field, but just like Reyes. But I think it comes down to the bat. Reyes is hitting close to 300. I know it's a small sample size, but his OPS is also like 681, just below the league average. Chang's hitting like 170 with like a 580 OPS. That's awful. I mean, it's just not going to do it. Unfortunately, as much as I like him, Chang is going.
And I like him.
I'm glad
too.
I didn't call him Wang this time.
That was hilarious. That was to me. That was like, you said that to me.
So funny.
I cracked up so hard because I didn't even notice it when I read your message. Like I knew what you were saying, and so then later, like I said Wang, and I was like,
Wang,
dying. Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah. As much as it pains me to sit there and say that I love Yu Chang. I love Yu Chang.
I do too.
But part of me says that they're going to keep Reyes. But part of me is like, well, maybe they'll keep Chang just because they don't want to win.
Oh my God.
Well, the Cora called Reyes more versatile. So like he's. Like, I think that's who they're leaning on keeping.
Yeah.
Because that's, who they were.
For the next, 4 or 5 days, they're pretty much competing for a job.
Yeah, Wednesday's the 20-day rehab. So they got to bring him up.
Oh, maybe he said Urias. Maybe it wasn't Reyes. Maybe he said Urias is more versatile. I don't remember.
Yours was good. Yours was good today.
Yeah, I know he plays the outfield also. So
yeah,
and he came.
And he's played shortstop too before.
And he got that hit, and he came through for us and everything. But it's just that base running mistake at the end of the game. That's just. I'm sorry, but that just.
And we've been making those a lot lately, like
a lot.
Yeah, but that one at the end of the game was just,
that was ridiculous. That was.
You got 2 on and 1 out, and it's a 1-run game. That shit should not happen. I'm sorry, it just shouldn't.
Definitely.
And like I said,
that was fucking depressing, man.
That was so depressing.
It was.
And like I said, you could have pinch ran for McGuire if other things, like if you would not have, pinch hit for Casas because you'd have Bref Snyder, or like Ritt said, we could have had Verdugo, and I guarantee you they would not have made that mistake. I'm sorry, they just wouldn't have. And it's nothing against McGuire, but they just would not have made that mistake. Yeah. They would not have made that mistake.
Now, let's talk about Verdugo for a little bit. Like, I don't know what Verdugo did, what his attitude, his posture, I've heard a million things in my day for myself that I wasn't good enough for body language. I wasn't able to do something because of how I talk to people, a million different reasons. But Verdugo's play on the field doesn't show that.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So, and it's not his first time. It's his second time this year that AC sat Verdugo. So
the first time was something physical, like that he wasn't hustling enough. This time it seemed to be more of an attitude type thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
A disciplinary action.
And to me, it's like, wait a minute. Okay, you're sitting Verdugo not once but twice. Okay, you never once sat Kiki when he threw 36 errors this season.
That's his homie, though.
They're besties.
You didn't sit there and you didn't sit Alfaro when he threw it out to Jaron Duran and wanted to play catch.
I'm glad he's gone.
You didn't sit there and throw it to sit down Rafi when he refuses to run the first base. You never sat Tristan Casas when he made a bad defensive play at first base. So right there is 4 instances right there. And you still don't want to sit there and sit anybody else, but you sit Verdugo.
It's crazy, but apparently it was something more to it. Like, all I know is Verdugo after the game said, "I've got to be better. I expect more from myself." And all I know is when they asked Cora, "Why did you bench him?"
He just said it was his decision.
It was a decision. He knows why. And they said, "Was he late for practice?" And he said he knows why. And he just kept saying, "I had to do what I had to do. I'm in charge of these 26 guys." So I agree with you because we need him in the lineup. But I also, not that I'm saying I agree with Cora, but I don't, like we said, we don't know what's going on. So it might be that those other guys, and I'm not saying Verdugo did, but I'm just saying it might be that those other guys didn't throw tantrums and maybe Verdugo does. Like I said, I'm not saying he does. I don't know if he does. But I just know that he did say, "I've got to be better. I expect more for myself." So I don't know, maybe he came in and threw a fit about something, maybe about his place in the lineup. Maybe they told him, "Hey, I want you to go do this." And he did. I don't know. But
last night they had somebody come in and pinch hit for him. Is that last night? Didn't somebody come in and hit for him?
I don't remember.
Yeah, something like that. So I think it was last night or something like that.
I think you're right.
But he might have thrown a little bit of attitude. And Cora being that, I'm not saying that it's right, but I'm just saying, being that he's the manager, he has to, show his dominance. Like, he has to show, like, "Hey, guys, this is, But as a fan, I'm like, no, how are you going to sit one of our best players down? But also, I get what he's doing because he's probably saying, like, I have to make an example of you. Like, you cannot be like this. But I don't know. Like I said, we don't know. We don't know what happened. We just know that Verdugo did say, "I need to be better. I should expect more of myself." So apparently they must have butted heads about something. Because he was in the lineup and then he got scratched the last minute. So something must have gone on. Something personal that we don't know about.
But still, whatever, if it was something personal, I mean, just like they say, you can't mix, business with personal, personal stuff. This is a game, though. We were trying to win. Like, we have to see it. He has to see it. I know he's probably trying to make an example of a player or an example of something, but at the same time, he is a good player. Like, why couldn't you sit him out for
I agree.
Another game? Why did you have to sit him out for this?
I agree because I love Verdugo.
I mean, if he had butted heads with Cora in front of everybody and was disrespectful, Cora had no choice.
You have to. That's what I'm saying.
Because if he allows that, then
others will do it too.
Other can do it too. And just like Jim Rice said during the thing, he was like, "That's his thing. He has to do it. Like he has to."
You have to show dominance.
But it has to, and I think that he looks at Verdugo as more than just a player. I think that it is personal, but not in a bad way. It's personal that he really cares about him and wants him to do well. Too. So he's gonna expect more from Verdugo than maybe somebody else could have gotten away with it. Like I think,
I think it could be an accountability issue too. You bring up all the other guys. Is like maybe the guys that do that kind of stuff, maybe they own up to it a lot easier than
they own up to it. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's very speculative because obviously we don't have the information of what goes on in the clubhouse, but
that's all
we need to find out.
Because Cora was not letting any information out. He was like, "It was my decision. It was just a manager decision." And then when I saw, I was like, "Okay, we can't wait to watch Doogie talking." And he's like, "It was a manager's decision." And
he just said, I need to be better. I expect more of myself. Yeah. But Cora, and then they asked him, "Will he be in the lineup tomorrow?" And he goes, "It's a manager's decision. We'll see. I'm in charge of 26 guys."
No, Cora said he might not be. He said he might be, might not be.
He might be,
he might not be. With us next year? Or Verdugo? Do you think they get rid of him?
I hope we keep him because I love him. I'm not gonna lie, I love him. It's very hard because I love Doogie.
I sit there, love Verdugo. Also, I think September is going to be a tough decision for the future. If Ceddanne Rafaela, because I would almost think he gets called up in September.
Oh yes,
for the expanded roster. I think him and Dahlback will probably be the two that gets called up.
I just got it. Red Sox manager benched outfielder after reported tardiness.
Oh, it's already out?
They came the score at.
Wait.
Okay, so
Wait,
the tardiness-
DC, what are you doing? You could have sit there and said, I got breaking news, inside information.
Yeah,
You
DC,
said, oh,
you gotta play it up like,
Hey,
oh my God,
I gotta be
breaking news
accountable,
just
man,
in.
you know?
Yeah.
I gotta be accountable.
DC
It's
said
just
so
in.
nonchalant tardiness, guys.
Yeah, that's
Like,
already. I mean, but then it could have been
okay.
an attitude about it too, like it.
Yeah, it says so.
Yeah.
Doogie felt like he was free of the trade, and then decided he could just show up late to work.
I don't know.
So how do we feel about that now that we know that it was because of
So
tardiness?
this is what Cora said. He said, we have to be available. Everybody has to be available. For us to do this, we have to be available. From coaches to player to analysts to the front office, everybody has to be available every single day here. That's the bottom line. And today, one guy wasn't available, as in
Oh,
Damn.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna
man.
lie. I love Doogie, but I'm gonna be on Cora with that one, just because, like Mel said,
yeah, you
if
can't
you
do that, yeah.
if you let it slide with one, then it's gonna start with a. I mean, it's just like, remember in basketball, Allen Iverson. He didn't show up. I'm not saying Doogie didn't show up to practice, but he wouldn't show up to practice, and they asked him,
Yeah.
"Why aren't you there?" And he's like, "Oh, it's just practice. It's practice. I don't." Well, no, I mean, it's you know. So you've got to hold them accountable, and it pains me to say that because I'm such a Doogie lover. You should see me when I'm in Fenway. I'm like singing his walkout song like off the top of my lungs, right, Melissa? I'm like Volver, Volver, because it's Vicente Fernandez, and I'm like, oh, I know this song. This is my music, baby. This is what I jam to. Yeah, but he needs to follow the rules just like everybody else. We can't give him special treatment just because I love him so.
Yeah.
Well, let's go around. Liz, well, with the breaking news from DC, well, what are your thoughts now?
Man, I'm still gonna stick to they just should have let him play. I'm sorry. I know, but I'm like,
She's
I'll
like,
probably do
we have
the
to
same
win
thing too.
every game.
Like,
no
I'll
matter
probably
what.
be the same way too. Like, I'm like that with my kids. Like, I'm so lenient. I'm like, okay, fine, you didn't do this, but okay, I'll let you slide because you're better at this. Like, I mean, we're trying to win. At the end of the day, we are trying to win. We are struggling with the walker. We are trying to win. So, God, he should have just, I don't know, do something else and made him out for the rest of the game. But not for this one, not after we lost yesterday. So I still think that it should have been a little more lenient. They should have just left him in the lineup. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Melissa, what about you?
No, I think he had to do a leadership thing that you have to do at times. It sucks, but you got to do it. You can't let people get away with that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's disrespect to the whole team. That's but I'm one of those people that's a freak about being on time. So that's just me.
I get anxiety if I'm an hour
Me
early.
too. I have to be early. Like I cannot be like.
I've literally got to a doctor's appointment before my appointment and gotten out before my actual appointment.
Me too. Me too. Like I have to be early everywhere. I get super anxiety if I'm late, like, I'm gonna be late. Yeah.
DC, what about you?
So, I mean, I definitely see what Liz said about, we got to win these games. But at the end of the day, you got to hold your guys accountable. And you don't know the kind of pressure they got from, Cora got from the leaders in the clubhouse, like the veterans. I'm not saying that he leads, does his job based on what they say, but that's a bad look. It sucks because it's a game we needed. Obviously, it puts our back against the wall. But, as a player and as a person, you got to be better if you're Verdugo. We're in a dogfight right now, so you need to be giving your all. I mean, I understand, shit happens, but you're in the major league, so you got to act like it.
Definitely.
And Christina?
Yeah, same. Also, I'm mad. Like, I agree with Liz. We needed to win, but that just honestly makes me more mad at Verdugo, even though I'm a huge fan, because you know how important these games are. You should not be late. You should be there. Like, honestly, that's your job. And it's just like you said, you have to set the rules, because if not, if you let one get away with it, then it starts a chain reaction where others might get away with it. Like, where others are kind of like, well, I can show up. So I was a few minutes late. He was a few minutes late. Nothing happened to him, and it's just going to start a thing. So it sucks because, like Liz said, we needed to win and we need him. But it sucks more that Verdugo, being a grown adult and a professional player, he should have never even put Cora in this situation. He should have showed up on time. Exactly. And like DC said, things do happen, but this is your job. Show up on time so that this doesn't even have to. We don't even have to face this kind of situation. Yeah. So no, I agree with Cora. If I'm sure he hated it, because I'm sure he would have wanted Verdugo in the lineup, and wanted to have that player because he wants to win. but he put him in that position where he has to show the guys that, hey, this is what has to be done. So it sucks, but I mean, well.
Hey, totally off topic.
Go ahead.
Do I sound better than I did on the last podcast?
You sound better than anyone I've been on.
You sound better than the ones I've been on, yeah.
Thanks, Josh.
Okay.
Thanks for selling me your laptop, big dog.
Hey, anything for you, my man. But back to Verdugo. One, he's not making a really big account for an extension. You know,
yeah, you got to be on your.
Yeah.
You know, got to be.
But
minding your P's and Q's.
Yeah.
But number two, he showed up late. Why couldn't he just showed up late to the game? They put him in the ninth. It's a kind of
because you have to make an example because it's disrespectful to the team. It's disrespectful to the team. Alex Cora is one that he's going to take it serious. He said that this was the toughest day he's had since
and he said he hated it. He said that it set the team back, and he hated it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He knew it was going to affect us, but he has to do his job like as a leader. It
sucks.
Maybe he could have went out and pinch ran. You know,
exactly. And the game.
I feel like Verdugo just looks so sad nowadays.
He does. Well, he was looking happy again. Thank God. Like when he got that home run that was, yeah. Was it yesterday?
Yeah.
But it's like I said, it's just you shouldn't have even put your manager in this position or your team in this position. And I get, like DC said, things happen. We don't know why he was late, but I don't even know what. It's a 3 o'clock game. Well, a 4 o'clock game because 3 o'clock my time, 4 o'clock Boston. I don't know what time they have to be there. I don't know. Let's say they have to be there 10, 11. I don't know. But either way, you make it happen. That's your job. You make it happen. You find a way to get there on time. And I can understand, like, it sucks, but Cora had to do what he had to do to show that, hey, this is not, because it'll start a chain reaction. It will. Then somebody else will be late, and somebody else will be late, and somebody else will be late, and it sucks because
your
it kills
boy
me.
cost us the game. Your boy cost us the game.
Yeah, freaking Doogie. I'm pissed at him. Hey, well, my boy's actually Masa, but I do love Doogie. But I'm
Doogie did. That was on Doogie.
That's on him. I'm mad with him now. I'm very mad with him. He better not let me get my hands on him because I'm going to go off on him in all Spanish. He's going to hear every palabra in español. Every single word in palabra en español.
Hey, all I know is DC used to call him, when we first started this podcast, I'll say it in Spanish. He used to call him Baca de Culo.
He didn't like Doogie. He didn't like
Stupid face?
No. Christina, would you like to translate that?
What was it that he called him?
Baca de Culo.
But now, was it Baca de Culo or Cara de Culo? Because Baca de Culo
Cara de Culo is butt face.
Butt face. The other one means cow ass. There's a big difference.
Okay. So he called him ass face.
Okay, so that's cara de culo. Yeah.
Cara de culo.
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. If you listen to the beginning, the very beginning,
Melissa was there.
I haven't been the biggest fan of Verdugo. He did grow on me a little bit.
After today, I'm pissed. He was one of my favorites, but today I'm going to call him every freaking palabra en español. Pendejo, estúpido, tonto. Chingado, le voy a mandar una reloj para que esté tan tiempo, pendejo.
Dude, I hope you're watching this. You're going to get it.
I don't think we're ever getting a Big Brother on here.
Oh, yeah, forget it now. Yeah.
But hey, guys, for the games that we have to go through like this, there ain't nothing else better than to crack over your favorite beverage in your favorite dugout mug.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Dugout mugs are a proud sponsor of the Pesky Podcast.
Oh, yay.
Very nice.
You can get drunk while holding your favorite shot glass.
There you go.
Or as DC, what are they called, DC?
Little knob shot, baby.
Knob
Little-
shot.
Little knob shot.
If you ain't getting knob shots, you're doing it wrong.
Oh God.
Hey, go to our Twitter.
She's cracking up over there.
Click the link and order your favorite knob shot today.
Oh,
look, Liz. Christina has her little knob shot right there.
She's
So-
ready.
yeah, she got a knob
Guys,
shot.
Right now you can order them free. All you got to do is pay $8.95 shipping. So once again, head on over to our Twitter, click our link, and be like Christina, taking a knob shot.
Oh,
That
yes.
just sounds so.
Woo, salute, baby.
Taking a knob shot.
Don't forget the pinky up.
Pinky
Christina.
up,
Don't
pinky
forget
up.
your pinky up. Okay.
Gotta be classy. When you take your shots, you gotta be classy.
Yeah, because that's true.
So, trade deadline has come and gone.
Oh,
DC
God.
and I, we were talking about the trade deadline, and there was some great weird news that we were actually pretty well in the running for Verlander up until the last hour or two.
Yeah.
What are your guys' thoughts on the news that we could have had Verlander on our team, but also what do you think we would have had to give up? Because the Astros gave up, I think it was 2 of their top 5 prospects. So DC, well, what do you think about Verlander, and who do you think we had to give up?
I wouldn't have been the biggest fan of it. I mean, it would have been a nice stopgap for the rest of this year, but I don't know. Long term, I don't know if it's the best idea. He's getting up there in age. And then obviously the return, I think Rafaela would have been involved in that, Nick York, maybe Roman Anthony. Obviously, I don't think they're not gonna even put Meyer's name in a trade offer like that for a guy that's gonna be here for a year or two. But obviously I want the guys that we have in the farm system. Not saying let's give up on this year, but and I'm sure we'll touch on how we did for the trade deadline overall, but I'm glad it didn't happen. It would have been, a little maybe shot in the arm, but I think it would have been temporary. I think it would have been a bad decision long term.
Mm-hmm.
Melissa, what about you?
I completely agree with him. I'm like, he's old and not consistent lately. Old for baseball, not old for the world.
He's old.
He's old AF. Yeah. I mean, it did excite me for a second because I just feel like we're so desperate for pitching.
We're so desperate. We'll take.
We're desperate. We'll take that old man. But not willing to give up anything like that it would have taken to get him. And he's just inconsistent. Like I'm like let him go back to the Astros, and it is what it is. I did see that Turner was part of conversations and some stuff that was kind of.
Don't you're not getting rid of JT.
I know. I was like,
pissed.
what?
I would have fucking rioted.
Yeah.
Right.
I would have been right there with you, DC.
We need our old man. We don't care about the Astros old man. We want our old man. Okay.
I love our old man.
Old man JT.
That's true.
Do you guys think that it would be smart for the Red Sox to try to sign him for a 1-year extension?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
definitely.
For sure.
He loves Boston. He really does.
He does.
Him and his wife both, Courtney, they love Boston. I listen to her podcast too, Courtney, and they love Boston. They love it. And so, I think a 1-year extension would be great because he has come through clutch for us so many times. And I love, but not even just the way JT plays on the field. It's everything he does off the field too. Like he is a leader in that dugout. He is a leader in that clubhouse. He does so much for Boston. The thing he does with the veteran, like he loves it. And I think he just brings so much to us that I would hate to see him go because he's just an all around consistent player and person. It's not just the way he plays. Like I think he makes the guys be better just because of the way he is. Like I just think he brings out the best in the other guys too. So I love JT and I think he needs to stay with us. Yes.
Yeah. During the broadcast that when Jarren Duran was up, they were talking how JT was helping Duran a little bit. I know Pedroia helped him a little bit early in the season, but JT's been working with him
Exactly.
And that's something we need. Like,
Yeah.
you know, with JT there, he's like a fine wine.
Yes.
The older he gets, the better he gets.
Yes.
And like I said,
You get the heart hustle reward too.
Yes, he got the heart and hustle reward. And it's not just what he does on the field, it's what he does off the field, like you said. Like, work with those players. You know, he helps them. He gives them advice. He's been there. He's like that figure that you just need. And so, like, I can't say anything negative about JT, because even on days where he's doesn't do the best, he always does something, in my opinion. Like, he always does something, whether he's doing it on the field, in the clubhouse. But to me, like, JT is just something. He's just
a mentor.
he is. He's somebody. He's one, in fact, that I would love to see, like, down the line when he retires, to be part of our coaching staff. Like, honest to God. You know, like Veritek is. Like, I would love to see him part of our coaching staff down the line, because to me, he just does amazing. And I just love JT. Like, I think he's a great fit for Boston. He's great on the field. He's great off the field. And yeah, I think we need to keep him. If we can keep him, we need to keep him.
Yeah,
and I sit there and think JT off the field is kind of like what Brock Holt was. You know, he was a part of the community. And, you know, the fans really embraced him. Brock Holt's family was part of the Red Sox nation and community. You know, with the what's the foundation that they're always were helping with?
The Jimmy Fund?
Yeah, the Jimmy Fund. You know, they were always helping. You know, JT was sitting there and is a big help with that too, and his wife. It's like that you see that even with Veritek and his wife. They got their roots in Boston, and it helps the whole city, the organization, the fans, and the players. And you can't replace JT's knowledge.
You just can't. Like yeah. We need to keep him. I'm not gonna lie. If we don't keep him, if like next year he's gone, I will be hurt. I will be devastated. There will be tears shed, because I just can't imagine not having JT on my team now. Do you know what I mean? Like, once he's there, it's like you expect him to be there. Like, I want to see JT on my team until he retires. Like, I just do.
Yeah.
So, Liz, what are your thoughts on JT?
Oh yeah, we definitely have to keep him. You know, and we were talking about the Verlander deal. I hope that he wasn't part of that, and of course our prospects wasn't. But definitely JT is a mentor for our boys, and that's something that they need. They need someone to motivate them. I mean, he is an old man. You know, every time he gets on the bat, I'm like, it was my old man Turner. But I mean, I love him. And that's a new shirt.
Old man Turner.
Old man Turner. Yeah.
When I saw that we acquired him from the Dodgers, I was super stoked. Everybody was like, why he's old? I'm like, okay. Everybody kept saying that he's old. It's not about that. Okay. He's just fine like wine, just like you said. Yeah. And he has shown that he has done a lot. And I mentioned it to Christina and Melissa last time we talked, that in his interview, you know, he said that he really loves Boston. He loves the fans, how real we are, how we know about baseball, and we are not afraid to let the players know when they're good and when they're not good. So he appreciates all of that. And I mean, yeah, he definitely just needs to stay. Like, I think he's just a great addition to our team. And it's just like, I don't want to say a father figure. I don't want to call him old for our guys, but he is that person.
He is old
they
for
will
baseball.
look up to. Yeah, and they will look up.
And he's wise, and he knows. Yeah, he's a good leader for sure.
He's a good leader. He's a great leader.
He's been in the game for a while, you know, for a long time. So definitely, he knows.
Yeah, non-baseball related thing about old man, because I just think about it, is when my daughter was little, like 3, that song, you know, that song Old Man Tucker, you know?
Yes, Old Man Fucker.
Yeah, that is what Jessa, my 3-year-old, said. She's like, I just hear her singing, and she's like, get out the way, old man fucker. And I was like, oh, what did you say? Just, you know, I don't know. That just popped in my head. Just thought I'd share a little non-baseball story for y'all.
Hey, it works.
Hey. So, DC, we got some starts coming up. Sale had a couple starts already on rehab assignment. I think Houck just went today. So, help us out, DC. How did Sale look on his first couple of rehab assignments?
I think he's only made 1 so far. It was like 4 days ago. He starts tomorrow for AAA. But I think he threw 40 pitches, had 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. Cora said the main thing that, he took from it was he was kind of all over the place. His command was a little iffy, but his velocity was there. He was hitting 96 consistently, which is great to see. I'm not too worried about the command, with this first start back from the injury. So it's I'm optimistic about it. And then, Houck is making a start right now. I don't know if he's still in the game or what, because I know we're pretty decently probably halfway through that game now. I'm thinking tomorrow should be Sale's last one I was reading, but that could depend on how it goes. You know what I mean? He needs to build himself back up. But we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know I was reading an article where they wasn't sure what Sale's role was going to be when he comes back. It could be an opener, starter, bullpen. They're not really sure because they want to make sure his arm's good enough. Christina, what are your thoughts on, kind of moving Sale around a little bit until we can figure out how his arm is going?
Yeah, I guess, that would be good. I would love to see him as a starter, if I got the same psycho Sale back. But that's the thing with Sale. He might be great, or I love Sale as a pitcher when he's healthy and he's on. But the thing is, Sale gets hurt so easily, so fast. It's like Mel says, we got to put bubble wrap on the guy. Like, the guy just can't, he gets hurt. He'd probably get hurt walking to his mailbox. Like, the dude cannot stay healthy, poor guy.
Yeah.
But I read an article, too, that they were saying that Whitlock would be coming out of the bullpen and Sale and Houck would be back in the starting rotation. But it's like DC said, he hasn't – it would just be what we get from him. If when he came out, when that World Series win, and he came out of the bullpen against the Dodgers and he did great, I thought he was great. So if we need him in the bullpen and that's where we need him, then I'm all for it because, sometimes that's where we're lacking. So if that's where I can get the most out of him, then I'm all for it because, right now, pitching is what's hurting us. That's what killed me in the trade deadline. I really thought – I knew we needed a middle infielder, but I thought we needed a middle infielder and a pitcher. And I was hoping we'd get at least a pitcher, and we didn't. And that killed me because I was like, guys, we are struggling in that thing. And I know that they said it's because Houck's coming back, Sale's coming back, Whitlock's coming back. But just because they're coming back doesn't mean they're going to be 100%. What Sale are we going to get? Is he going to come back and be awesome? Or is he going to come back and be struggling? Is Houck going to be, awesome? I hate putting all our eggs in one basket, but I don't know. I'm just hoping Sale does good. But if he does better out of the bullpen, then I'm all for it. Wherever he can be the best, and I hope he understands that. I hope he understands the way Pivetta had to understand, hey, we don't need you as a starter. We need you in the bullpen. And if Sale comes back and they decide, hey, I know you were always a starter, but where we need you right now is the bullpen, I hope he takes that role and runs with it because just give our team whatever we need because, to me, the team as a whole, you got to do what's the best for it.
Yeah.
Liz, what about you?
Oh, yeah, I think he definitely needs to start up at the bullpen. I don't think he should be doing more than 1 or 2 innings. I think that's where we go wrong. We try to bring him back thinking he's healthy and put him on as a starter, and then guess what? He's hurt after a couple games. I think we just need to take it easy on him. As much as he maybe wants to just start off and being a starter, he's just not there. Even if he goes on rehab, I just feel that the chances of getting hurt again are 50-50. So let's just keep him at the bullpen right now and let's just use him at there. And I hope he's okay with that.
Melissa?
I don't know if I dreamt this or not, but I thought I saw an interview of him talking about that and him saying he would be willing to whatever. But I have dreams about the Red Sox sometimes and the players, what they're saying. So I'm like, did I dream that? But I could have swore he did say that whatever, he was willing to do whatever, be wherever they play. His attitude is not an attitude. He's not.
Exactly. That's one good thing about him.
So he's willing to do whatever. And I say we just use it. I definitely don't think we need to overuse him because, I don't know how he gets these injuries he gets. I'm like, do I need to give him some calcium? Does
he needs to drink milk or something? I don't know.
He needs to drink some milk.
It's like milk. It does a body good. So have you not heard the saying?
Exactly. Something. Yeah. I'm like, whatever. Just use experimental stuff. He needs something, magnesium and Yeah, calcium. He needs something. He needs some B12. I don't know. He just needs something. just pump him full of stuff.
I didn't want to touch on what Christina was saying about us needing a pitcher. The thing that pisses me off the most about not getting a pitcher is we're in the middle of a pretty tough fight to get a spot, and we're throwing out 2 opener games. You know what I mean? In a week.
Yeah.
I think it's bullshit. I think it's just. I think we could do a lot better. I know we have guys on the horizon coming back, but like you all said, we don't know what the hell we're going to get with them. They could come back and it could be trash. They could not be rushing themselves back. So I don't know. That's very frustrating, especially with the uncertainty of the guys that we do have. How Whitlock and Sale have all spent decent amount of times on the IL, especially Sale. But I mean, Whitlock, every time he's in the rotation, he spends at least 2 or 3 stints.
Yeah, exactly.
We can't bank on those guys. We can't bank on those guys. I mean, Manoah pitched 7 innings yesterday, guys.
Fuck Manoah.
7. And our starter, how many did we pitch? I mean,
fucking hate him.
I was just like,
excuse my language.
So, I was hoping that he sucked because he was sucking for a while, and they sent him down for rehab.
Right.
And I was like, please, let's get that Manoah. And when he was,
I fucking hate how their pitchers take forever walking across the field before our game starts. I'm like, that pisses me off right from the start before the game starts. And I'm like, motherfucker, like it pisses me like, get off my fucking field. That's my field. Get off my fucking field.
I blame that on the leadoff home run. I blame it. It fucked up Paxton's timing. I mean, I might be making excuses for him, but I'm going to make sure that I believe that.
But you're right, DC. It did, because all that happened, and they're just trotting across the field. And I'm like, it pissed me off. Yeah, but
Well, we are going to play an impromptu game of everybody's favorite. Fair or foul.
Where's our boy Ken Rosenthal?
Oh yeah, y'all got blocked by him, right?
Yeah, man.
They did because they called him out for taking that.
So,
really?
The first fair or foul question, and these are going to be hard ones.
Oh shoot!
The Red Sox will not get a wild card spot.
God.
Liz, we're starting with you.
Man.
Fuck. That's all I gotta say. Fuck. Fair or foul or fuck?
Oh yeah, we need to add a third into there.
Fair or foul or fuck?
How we are doing right now, just overall how we're playing now, and knowing that we had no pitching, I'm sorry, it's fair to say. It's fair to say that.
Man, that hurt right there.
It does. It hurts a lot, but it's the truth.
That is,
Melissa, fair or foul?
Damn it. I plead the fifth. No, I'm just kidding. I'm going by. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna go ahead and say foul, or I'm gonna be positive that we're gonna make it.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's really
very hard.
I'm just gonna go with the optimistic way because that is just the way of the Sox addict.
DC.
I'm glad Melissa said that because I don't want to be the only one, but I'm going foul. I know it's tough to say after losing 6 or 7, but we're making the motherfucking playoffs, and I don't care.
Yes.
It's gonna happen.
Oh, thank you, DC. I hope you're so right.
Yes.
Christina?
I want to go on DC and Mills. I do. But I have been a fan for 48 fucking years. 48 fucking years, guys. I'm old. And the way we are playing, and last season, I'm not gonna lie, last season drained me because I was there to the very. I was that person doing all those mathematical equations. Like if so and so loses and so, like we still got a shot. Like I was that Dumb and Dumber. So you're saying we got a chance? Like I was like,
one in a million.
Like I was to the very end. And even when they literally put the thing on ESPN saying Red Sox have officially been eliminated, I was like, no, wait a minute. So and so loses and so, we have a shot, And it killed me. So the way it's going on this year, as much as I want to be optimistic and I want to say we're going to make the playoffs, as of right now, I'm going to have to go with Liz and say fair. We're not going to get even a wild card spot. If the way we're playing out, but if we do, I will be so happy and I will be so, just crazy. But if I'm going to be realistic, the way it is right now, I don't see it happening. And I hope
get ready, guys.
To hell I'm wrong. I really do. It's just that they have crushed me. Literally, I have stayed in my bed literally for 4 days straight and not got up, where my mom had to come to my house and literally get me out of bed because I could not move because I was just devastated. Like, I'm that fan. So I don't know. They
depression mode on.
Yes.
Yep.
So
well,
what
we
about
got
you?
2 for fair. We got 2 for foul. The dog's saying fair.
Yeah,
the dog's like,
sounded like
fuck this
foul.
shit. It sounded like fuck this shit to me.
So I'm gonna be optimistic.
Oh, good.
And say we will have a 1-game playoff to get into the wild card and then lose it. So I am going to go fair.
That's fucked,
DC,
bro.
really, I hope you're right, DC, honestly. But every year I have said we're going to make it. We're going to make it.
That was for nobody else. Those fingers were for
but
Josh.
no, it's okay. But no, I'm not kidding. Like, every year I'm like, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. We're not out. We're not out. We're not out. And I'm just like, I'm getting too old for this shit.
No, I feel you.
We have to get ready. We have to mentally prepare ourselves.
I do, because literally, because if I don't, you're right, Liz, because if I don't mentally prepare myself, I literally cannot function. Like, I literally cannot get out of bed. It is crazy. And like I tell you, I have friends and family who say, like, Christina, it's just a game. You should be grateful. You have a husband, you have kids. I'm like, and at that moment, that's not what I want to hear. So God bless, forgive me, because I love my husband, I love my kids. But at that moment, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, fuck my husband, fuck my kids. I want the Red Sox to go to the playoffs. I don't give a shit about them.
You got it.
Not do that one thing. Fuck them kids.
Fuck them. I don't give a shit about a shit about my health, my husband, my kids. I want to go to the fucking playoffs. I want a fucking World Series.
Red Sox section breathing. So.
I think my job will appreciate
Doesn't say anything about
if
family
I give them notice. I think my job will appreciate it if I give them notice that I'm going to be out for a whole week of depression. Instead of me calling one day and be like, hey guys, I'm not going back to work in 2 weeks. Bye. So, it's good to have that notice, to be mentally prepared for it.
I mean, because it'll put me in a mood where, like, even my husband will be like, I'm not going to talk to you. He'll fucking leave, because he's like, she's I'm telling you, like, even that year that Aaron Boone hit that walk-off home run in Wakefield, I didn't get out of bed for 3 days. My husband was like, I was like, fucking Aaron Boone. Like, I was done. Like, I was
I had to go to fucking school the next day. That was awful, man.
Oh God. How did you do that?
Yeah,
wait, you didn't go to school the next day? Oh man, I did. I had to.
He had to go to school.
Oh,
I was in 8th grade.
Wow. Holy.
No,
wow.
and
Okay.
plus, guys,
I was at a bar then.
You're at a bar.
The doctor that I work for is a Yankees fan, so there's no fucking way I'll show my face
No
there
way.
ever again. I'll be like, guys, I can't, because I talked so
Nope.
much trash this year about them that it would just hurt me for him to talk trash about me. So let's put it that way. Yeah,
So,
not good.
Our next and last fair or foul question, and these are getting harder as the season goes on.
Oh,
I got a
shit.
bonus one for after this. I got one
Okay.
bonus one after you.
I'm telling you, Ritt, we're changing this to fair or foul or fuck. Because I'm done.
we
fair or
might,
foul or fuck.
Wait, I don't know. And what
we might need a
context
shirt.
does that mean?
We might need a shirt that says this.
That's true.
And I will wear it. I will so wear that.
So,
Oh goodness.
Alex Cora will be our manager next year.
Who's going first?
Who's starting?
Hold
Yeah,
on,
I'm looking
I'm looking at the faces to see who's the most puzzled.
Puzzled.
Christina.
Okay. This is hard for me because I love Cora. I know there's a lot of people who don't.
I'm sitting back here
I
like,
do.
whatever she says, she's going to be off the show. No, I was kidding.
Because
You're
I
fired,
love
okay.
him. He is my manager. I have tweeted that so many times. My manager, my manager. God, but do I think he's safe next year? I don't know. I God damn it, I really don't know. Because I'll be honest, after last season, me and my daughter actually talked a lot about this because she's just the craziest fan as me. And we thought he was gone this year. We really did. We didn't even think he was coming back this year. We truly did not. After last season, we were shocked that he did. So, oh, God, I hope I'm wrong because I love him. I do. I love him. Girl, I've even had a dream that I married Alex Cora. Mel knows about that.
He has some crazy dreams about
I've had some crazy dreams.
Bye, Christina's hubby. Bye, Christina's hubby.
Wait, you've had a dream about him and somebody else. What if they're both gone next year?
I know.
Ooh.
Shit. But Haim. I've had a dream that I was married to Haim Blue. No fucking joke. I woke up, I was like, what the fuck? I was married to Haim and I was married to Cora. I've had dreams about it. But anyways, but I'm gonna say
you don't ever say that you got a dream you're married to Duran, Casas, Devers.
Yeah.
They're too young for me. I'm old, guys. They're too young for me. I never dreamed that.
Just don't do that just because they might end up be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna, you know what? No, I'm gonna stay positive. I'm gonna say fair. Cora will be here next year.
Oh.
Fuck, I don't know.
Next thing you know, complete 180. So DC, what you got over there?
I'm going fair. I don't think they make a rash decision over that right away. I think if anything, he goes
if Aaron Boone can keep his fucking job, my Cora can keep his fucking job.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's but yeah, I think he's definitely the manager next year. But I think he has a short leash. That doesn't go well next year. I think he's out the door, unfortunately. Because I mean, I'm a big Alex Cora fan. I know he's made some decisions that aren't really the best ones to make, but you know, he knows these guys a lot better than I do, you know, than anybody else. But there have been some squabbles for sure, especially with the bullpen. You know, a lot of times he pisses me off when he leaves Wink in for more than one inning. I know a couple weeks ago or like a month ago when he was really struggling, he'd bring him in for 2 innings. He'd be fine the first inning and then he'd fuck it all up the next inning. And it's just small stuff like that. But I think he has, you know, enough of the pedigree in him to make it to next year at least. If not, then he'll probably be let go after the 2024 season.
Okay. Yeah. Melissa, you're next.
Oh, man.
Mel, don't be firing my husband.
I think fair. Not necessarily. I just think that they're, like DC said, they're not gonna make some crazy decision. I think they no one expected us to even do as good as we've done this year. I mean, at least a lot of people didn't. So we're doing better than expected. So do I agree with everything he does? No. Do I agree with some things he does? Yes. I mean, it's a crapshoot. I bet I don't think he will be gone. I think fair, he will still be our manager next year.
And last but not least, you're up, Liz.
Fair. I definitely think he's going to stay too. I just don't think they're going to let him go. I mean, you know, he's trying. You know, we have a good team. He's working with what he's got. He's making the best out of it. And just like Melissa said, you know, we have been doing much better than people actually really thought.
Yeah, so, I picked 79 wins. I picked 79 wins at the beginning of the season. Yeah, 79.
I just don't think that. No, I don't think they're gonna let him go. Even past maybe 24 season, I think he's gonna get better. But it's fair to say that he will stay with us, definitely.
I think who we need to get rid of, honestly, is our pitching coach.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but I want our pitching coach gone.
Yeah.
Fuck Dave Bush.
I do.
About that.
And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's totally bad, but when you have pitchers who aren't doing their job and then go to another team and do great.
They do well.
What is the common denominator there? To me, it's like you are not getting them ready for what needs to be done. Yes. So like, it's not, I'm not saying it, but it's like I told Melissa and Liz one time, I said, it's like as a school teacher, If 2 kids fail a test I give, then maybe it's on them. But if my whole class is always failing, that's a reflection on me. I'm not teaching the material that needs to be covered. So when you've got pitchers like Martin Perez go, and then they make the all-star team. You got Nathan Eovaldi, who, don't get me wrong, Nasty Nate was amazing for us. But then last season, he struggled. Like, he gave up more home runs by May than he had all the time before. Then he goes to the Rangers, does amazing. Brazier has a freaking one ERA of one, you know, with the Dodgers. To me, it's like, okay, when our pitchers are doing bad for us and then they go somewhere else and they're doing great, to me, you've got to start looking at the pitching coach. He's not doing his job. I'm sorry. He's got to go.
Yep.
Because he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. Because if they can go do well somewhere else, there's no reason why they can't do well with us.
They were not the problem.
And it's not just one or two. I mean, we're talking about multiple pitchers that we've gotten rid of.
I think Brazier was always the problem. But
I'm telling you, we've multiple pitchers over the years. Even what's his name that went for with the Rays? Oh God, what is his name? It's a couple seasons ago. Deke. I can't remember his name. Not Diekman.
No.
Oh God. Yes.
Then he goes to the Rays and he does great. You know, so I'm not talking about just this season. I'm talking about seasons past. Like, over the years, we have had multiple pitchers, not one, not two, not three, but multiple, who go off somewhere else and do great. So to me, it's like, when do you start looking at your pitching coach and saying, okay, maybe he's not getting the job done? And Febles at third base, he's cost us so many errors. So to me, it's not all Cora. He needs a better pitching, a better coaching staff all around.
So what is your fair foul on Alex Cora?
I've always said, you guys heard a million times.
You love
sit there. You gotta trust. You gotta trust an AC.
Yes, I love him. He's my manager.
I never sit there. I've learned not to get angry about his decisions and to trust in him. And I'm trusting.
Huh? I don't know. What was that noise?
Is everything all right?
Oh, she's letting her dog out. I can hear the water the sprinkler. She's putting her dog outside.
My sprinkler system is going off, and my dogs are crying because they want to play in it.
Is Josh frozen?
I think Josh is frozen.
I'm sorry, my sprinkler system is going off, and my dogs are trying to go out because they love to play in the sprinklers.
All right, now we get to talk all this shit on Josh without him knowing until he has to watch it.
Yeah, he's gonna say fair.
Josh, no, just kidding.
He's saying fair because he loves AC.
We all love
he's a big
AC.
AC guy.
I am too, though. I constantly tweet my manager. Like, I love AC. I do.
So crooked. I cannot get my hat to be straight. I've been trying to fix it.
Stop it! I was doing the same thing.
Oh, there he is.
There you are. We were talking some shit.
I feel like you were looking in my soul the way you lagged out there.
I know.
I was.
Take me to dinner first, big boy.
I miss you on the neck before you do that.
But no, I trust that Veritek, Cora's teaching Veritek the ways, and I will say foul, and I think Tech will be our next manager next year.
I like it.
I love Cora, but I love me some Tech, so that's fine too.
Yes.
Hot Harry over here, baby. I like it.
Dang, he went. That was not where I thought he was going with that.
If this happens next year,
you heard it on Pesky Podcast.
The first shirt I'm putting out is "Show Me Your Tech."
That's good. I like that. Okay.
Yeah, that works.
I think we've seen they gave Cora, a sustainable team. That we just lose on fundamentals. And whose job is it to teach you the fundamentals?
Yeah.
It's the manager. How many times did we hear AC go and say, Kike will not be playing shortstop no more? And then 2 days later, the lineup card is submitted and Kike is a shortstop.
I know. It's so hard.
Why?
So I am going foul on that.
I am so surprised.
It is good. I love you. 2018, 2021 was great, but good luck in your future endeavors.
Yeah.
And
in
other words, it's been real, it's been good, but it hasn't been real good, AC. Sorry. You gotta go.
So DC,
I love that.
You got a bonus one?
I always say
This better be fair.
Bonus?
If everybody doesn't say fair, I'm leaving this podcast. And I'm leaving Red Sox Twitter.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hold the phone. No, wait, hold the phone. So you got a bonus one, but you're already telling us how we have to answer it.
You'll see.
I love this.
That is not very diplomatic.
You don't have to worry. DC's under contract for at least this year.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
DC, let's go.
If your contract ends, you can just come over to our show. Just saying.
True that.
Are you
Sox
posting
Addicts
talent
podcast
already?
Yeah,
I am posting.
Sorry, Ritt. DC, you come with us.
If you get rid of him, we're taking him.
I'm not getting rid of him. He wants to try to sway the votes.
Okay,
right.
What is it? Give it to me.
Fair or foul. We'll all be in Fenway for a game next year to see who the manager is.
Fucking fair! I'm gonna make it happen, baby.
At the same time, obviously, not different.
Yes,
times, but all at the same time.
Yes.
Fair.
Yes.
Fucking fair. Yes.
Fair.
That's
fair.
a given.
It's happening.
It's happening.
Okay, that's good.
I like it. I like it a lot. Yep.
So, guys,
yeah, it's gonna be good.
Thanks for stopping by. We're gonna go around the horn, give everybody a sign off. DC, we're gonna save you for last. Liz, you're up.
Alrighty, guys. Well, you guys know you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter on Red Sox Lover 01 and hear me talk all smack and put in videos of shots. So I'm here for you guys. Let's go. Shot. Let's fucking go. We're winning.
Melissa, where can we sit there and find you and your podcast?
Okay, so you can find the podcast on YouTube and Spotify, which I haven't put. I have more of the videos I haven't put. I only have like 1 or 2 episodes on Spotify. So Sox Addicts Podcast on YouTube. Also go buy some merch, soxaddicts.com. Follow me, Addict Sox, on pretty much everything. Not, instead of Sox Addicts, backwards. Addict Sox on
just like the
Twitter,
Red Sox this year.
Instagram.
Backwards.
Yes, backwards. Backwards. Yes, that is where you can follow. So yeah.
And now the sassy Christina.
All right, y'all can follow me at CMPuentes21 on Twitter and on Instagram, same thing. And like Liz said, there'll be videos of me taking shots and talking smack. And if you don't like to hear curse words, then don't follow me because I cuss all the time. Sorry. That's just who I am. We all know it. I'm a fuck yeah kind of girl.
She is. She don't.
And last but not least, DC, you're up, man.
Hold on, I gotta grab the baby and then I'll be back in 1 second.
That's hilarious.
I'm back.
Okay.
She's starting to cry.
Baby's so cute.
I know.
You can follow me.
Actually,
it's
the
not
Pesky
really.
Podcast onesie on her.
What's that?
Right.
Pesky Party Girl.
She doesn't fit it, man. She's 6 months and she's in 9 to 12 months already.
We're going to get her another one now.
You don't really need to know where to find me on Twitter. It's on the podcast or our podcast Twitter account. But one thing you do need to remember is if you want a knob shot, you go to our link on our Twitter and you have the best time of your life.
Oh,
there you go.
Man, that's a promise.
So, guys, check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. The website should be up.
Stop laughing at the knob shot. I can't stop laughing. Sorry.
Stop, guys. Stop it.
Man,
trying to be serious here.
The website will be up by the end of this weekend, so you can start collecting our merchandise. And I think we're gonna sit there and try to get a little small commercial for knob shots going on.
Yeah.
And
knob shot.
so, but guys. Thanks for stopping by the Pesky Podcast. Check us out next time. AC, we ain't holding back no more.
We